Good day, viewers. On November 26th, I was cleaning up the leaves in my yard, and around this maple tree there's a lot of tree roots sticking up. So in this portion of the video, I was just blowing the leaves away from the tree, thinking I had cleared all the roots that are sticking up. Well, I was driving back and forth with my mower, chopping up these leaves, grinding them up, blowing them off towards the woods, anything to get them out of the yard at a pretty rapid speed when I didn't have my camera going at the time, but something under my deck hung up on one of these tree roots when I was backing up at a good speed and bent something under my deck. Today's project covers the analyzing what's bent and fixing it. This is going to be part one. Before tackling today's repair job, I decided to haul some tires and feed and stuff on the back of the mower out to the scrap iron yard. Basically, just use my mower to haul the stuff. Yeah, the mower runs okay when the deck is raised up. The problem occurs when the deck is lowered. Well, today I wanted to drag out my mower and go over it to see what's bent or broke or out of alignment or something on this thing. Only thing I can see so far, that bracket right there looks a little bent. I wonder if that would hike my thing up or not go up and down right. But that definitely looks bent. Let's get off and see if it is. Anyway, I've been hauling stuff from under the deck out here to the back. Took a bag of feed out there and stored it in an old garbage can for when I do go back to feeding the deer. I can work it up and down a few times to see if I can see what's wrong with it. Something's not quite bent, lined up right or something. Alright, viewers, I've been raising and lowering this deck, and I think I've determined what the problem is, and I'll show you here just momentarily. First, I'll show you how this deck works. You push this pedal down until it locks, and that raises the whole deck up. You control your heights of your cut with all these various holes. I got it set on 2 1/4 inches, which is kind of low for cutting grass, but I was blowing leaves. I was backing up and I hit a stump or a big tree root or something, and I was backing up with some pretty good pressure speed, so it put a lot of pressure on some stuff under there. So you push it down and it raises the deck. Well, when it did, I thought I had something stuck under there, so I raised it back up, and when I went to let it down, it stopped right about there. It wouldn't go down all the way. See, it still didn't go down all the way. Not quite let itself all the way down, so I parked it. I didn't know what was broke or bent. The only thing I can see wrong is this lever that goes down through here is bent right here, so I must have hung up the deck on the tree root and bent it out of alignment. I'll hold the camera down there where you can get a better look. You can see it's kind of cockeyed, but it doesn't seem like that would hurt much. But see right here on this thing, I can pull it back down and it lowers the deck on down to where it's supposed to be. So it's binding in there somewhere. I could just take and beat on it with a hammer, but I could bend something else. I think my best option is to take this lever off and straighten it on an anvil or a piece of railroad rail or something to see if I can get it back working normally. Because that chain right there is not even lined up. Alright, I didn't want to drag out all my toolboxes to spend an hour looking. I found this little piece of a toolbox up there with some wrenches in it. Let's go through these and see if we got enough wrenches to take this apart. I know it's better to use the right tools, but I ain't got that many bolts to take off. Just grabbed a handful of stuff I had piled up over there on that old barbecue grill. Now what I've done here is shove the wooden wedge up under the deck to take the weight of the deck when I get it unbolted. The other side is still too high, so I haven't ruled out the fact that something else might be bent under here as well. But that whole deck is suspended by these 4 chains. That being bent has got to have a considerable effect on it. I might have jerked something out of alignment as well. So let's just go at it and see if we can get it took apart. Looks like we got some pins right here. Let's pull that one out. That came out easy enough. Put it right in there. Ooh, damn, I should have paid attention. Must have been 1 washer inside and 2 out. Alright, that's what we'll say it was anyway. Alright, it looks like I got only 2 bolts to take out. Let's find a wrench to fit it. Okie dokie. Could we get lucky enough the first time? Let's go with a 3/4. Yep. Alright, that's a lock nut on the inside. I need another 3/4. Damn. I wouldn't be lucky enough to have 2 3/4 wrenches in the same box. There's a 3/4 right there. Alright, I don't want to bust my knuckles. Let's find a socket. Alright, YouTubers, where'd you put the 3/4 wrench? My goodness, can't turn my back for a minute. Now, you and I both know I was holding a 3/4 wrench in my hand a while ago. Doo-wop. Did I throw it back in there? I don't feel it in my pocket. I don't see it laying here nowhere. Alright, pause the video. Alright, YouTubers, I'm losing my mind. The wrench I was looking for is already on there. I left it sitting on the bolt under there. But first I need to get this one off. That's got to be the right size. Yeah, there we go. Walter, you dropped the nut. Wouldn't be the first time you done that. All right, we got that one off. Now let's take off the other one. That was a 3/4. Looks like we got one flat washer on the outside. I don't know what's on the inside. But here we go. I ain't got my gloves on. I won't get in a hurry and skin my knuckles, so we'll go slow. Should have got my impact wrench out. Oh, that's got a bearing on it. That was a good time to find that out. All right, we got it off, my friends. Not a bearing, it's just a big shim. First of all, I can see right now that should be lubricated on a regular basis. It hadn't been getting that. All right, can you see that bend? I bent the snot out of that, and that ain't thin metal, that's thick. I'm gonna need a pair of gloves to beat that thing back straight. That's gonna sting. Pause right here while I go get me a pair of channel locks. Well, I do not have a heating torch, and coal metal's hard to bend. Need to buy me a new one. This propane is certainly not gonna make the metal hot enough to really bend, but at least it'll make it warm. And warm metal will bend better than cold metal. Where'd you put the hammer, Walter? Let's get it as hot as we can and then whop on it a little bit. Ants. Well, it bent right across there. Actually, right into the hole. Let's just whop it and hope for the best. I'm smart enough to know this flame ain't hot enough to... Hey, want some fried ant? Ain't hot enough to get this thing red, but it'll dang sure make it hot enough I wouldn't want to touch it. If I don't get it 100% straight, maybe I can just put some oil on it and get it to working halfway. Well, look who's back in town. Peeing on my tree, huh? It don't need no water. It rained the other day. That's that dog used to hang around here some time ago. He's been pinned up somewhere. Haven't seen him in quite a while. He must have got out of his pen. He's been hanging around here for a day or two. He's acting kind of gun shy. He used to be real friendly. Somebody's been mistreating him. I ain't got nothing to eat. Contrary Mary gave him a piece of sausage out of the refrigerator a while ago. He's kind of gun shy. When I go to beating on this hunk of iron, he'll run. I knew a hunter one time that kept hunting dogs, and he would shoot a dog if it was gun shy. He figured the dog wasn't no count. If I had some map gas here, it probably would get hotter. If this don't work, I'll go buy a bottle of map gas and we'll try that. You can bend metal coal, you just gotta whop it hard enough. Looks like I'm running out of gas. There we go. That's the way I want it right there. It'll be cold by the time I ever get to hitting on it. By George, that's straightened pretty good. Well, actually, it's bent right here in this part too. We got to heat that in two different places. That's straightened pretty darn good. It looks like it's bent right here as well, so let's beat that back straight. I wish I had $1 for every time I've heated metal with a heating torch. We did everything on a railroad with an oxygen acetylene torch. We'd be out on the road and a car would have a bent seal step, for example, or a bent ladder. I'd cut it off with a torch and make a new one right there on the spot. Just drag out the angle iron, burn some holes the right distance apart, bolt some grab irons or hand holes on it, bolt it right back on the car like a brand new one. There's a lot of rail cars running around out there right now with parts that I'm blacksmithed. Oh, wrong side. By George, Walter, I think he straightened it. If it didn't, it's certainly a whole lot better. We're gonna call it done. Let that booger bear cool off a little bit. We're gonna bolt it back on the mower. Put a little grease on it. You know, if that one bent, every bracket on that mower might have bent. I might wind up having to straight everything before I ever get that deck working right again. It's getting almost dinner time. I better hurry and get this thing put back together. Finish up that bottle of water. That felt like a raindrop on my head. We don't need no rain right now. Y'all hold off just a little bit. All right, let's put this back on first. Let's see, it goes that way. Maybe that's the wrong hole. No, that's gotta be the right hole. Or do it. Okay, viewers, my battery went dead on me, but I went ahead and finished this job, and it's been raining on me. I'm going to clean up. I've just got it bolted back together. Went and got me a new battery. I'm going to dry the seats off and see if it works better, but I can already see that it fits together better. I've got everything pulled out. Haven't lubricated anything, and there might be some more brackets bent under there, but that definitely was not supposed to be bent. As hard as I hit when I was backing up, I might have bent every bracket under there. Let's put these tools up and see what she does. When I beat it back straight, it left a burr or something in that hole. I didn't want to have a reamer or nothing out here, so I just went on the bench grinder and grinded off that shaft a little bit. But I already see it's going to work somewhat better. I'm missing a socket. Oh, I bet it was on that ratchet. Get it right now while we're thinking about it. Dry the seat enough where I can sit on it without getting drowned. See, right now I didn't bring enough paper towels. Maybe I got a tissue in my pocket. That'll work. She's got dinner ready. She baked the chicken. So my project is done for today, whether I'm finished it or not. Alright. Oh yeah, that went down 100% better. Oh, no. It could go down farther over here. Probably need to adjust that deck a little bit, but it's working up and down just fine. No, it ain't. It's still hanging. I spoke too soon. It went down all the way that time. Oh well. Thanks for tuning in today. Alright, I'm out of time for today, but I found out what else is bent. There's a metal flap underneath that deck that's bent down. That's probably got hung on the root, and it's bent pretty good. I'll have to take a sledgehammer to it before I can use it again, but it's thin metal, so I'm sure I can beat it back.